Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, Ted is here with me today for some moral support. Today's video is just going to be like a little life update like I thought I would do after my 2 appointments. So it's now Monday. I know I film really last minute, but it's now Monday and I had my appointments. I had my pain nurse on Wednesday and my consultant on the Thursday. So I'm just gonna, it's probably not going to be a very, well, I say this every time, probably not going to be a very long video. I'm just going to talk about some things we discussed, what's next, which I'm still a bit unsure of, to be honest, and yeah, just where I am mentally with what's happened really. He's adamant he's just going to sit right there and stare out the window, so sorry for the little cameo. But yeah, I'll start with my appointment on the Thursday, which was with my actual consultant who did the surgery. So he said they were confident that they removed all my endo. They've got the results back from the lab, which it didn't definitively show endo. So and then it was just a sort of silence in the air. So I was like, okay, what does that mean? Because I thought, oh, here we go now. Will we going back on my diagnosis? But he said, no. He said it happens quite often that the bits they sent, he just said the stuff they send us, I'm not too sure what was sent off because I had adhesions and obviously the blood splatches. I might do a video one day actually going through what was found and show the pictures and stuff, but I just don't, like, not everyone likes to see that sort of stuff, so I didn't want to just bombard people with it. But if you're interested, put in the comments and I will. But yeah, he said whatever they did send off didn't definitively show endo, but it does happen quite often, and him and his team are very confident from what they did see that it is definitely endo and how it presented itself and where it was and what it looked like and so on. And just from being like a part of the Instagram endo community, the pictures are quite similar for what other girls have. So I did get a bit upset because I thought, oh, here we go, what does this mean now? But he's still confident that is what it is. He said it was in quite a few areas, but it wasn't too bad. So that's good. Don't bite my necklace, please. But still doesn't minimise, obviously, my symptoms. But he's not sure why I'm still in pain. So I explained everything I'm still feeling now. And he thinks he thinks it's more IBS related now, which I gotta be honest, did deflate me a bit when I heard that, because I think I've been shunned off with that so much in my journey trying to get a diagnosis. Hearing those words again, I thought, here we go. Like, I definitely know I have got IBS, but I know, like, yesterday I couldn't walk, the day before I couldn't walk properly. That's not because of IBS. So yeah, it was a bit upsetting to hear that, but at the same time I do know I have IBS and I know that could cause quite a lot of the pain, but yeah, not all of it. And I explained like the sciatic pain I have. I don't know if I've mentioned this in a video. It seems to be when I do too much, or I've always just put it down to my endo, but it's been over a year now, so it could be sciatica, I haven't got a clue. But it sort of like comes from my bum and shoots down, and sometimes my leg will go from underneath me, and with the pain and the pulling I struggle to walk sometimes as it is, so that on top isn't great. But he said he can't link that with endo, but I have seen there's a thing called sciatic endo, so I don't know. And the way like I have pain in my lower abdomen and sometimes it's so bad I can't feel my legs, so that seems like a nerve thing to me. But he didn't really say anything about that. But I am going to see him again in 3 months time. So we're gonna he wants me to go on do a consistent diary now for, I don't know how to do the actions, consistent diary now for a week, and then do gluten-free for a week, see how I feel with, and do my diary still, see if any symptoms are any different. Which I gotta be honest, anytime I've ever been told about gluten-free and whatever, it takes quite a while for the gluten to come out of your body, so I don't think a week's gonna do it, but I'm just doing what I'm told as always. And then I'm going to do a week dairy free and see if that makes a difference. Now I have done this in the past, but I did the endo diet, which was like gluten-free, dairy-free, caffeine-free, sugar-free, red meat-free. It was so much and it was a lot all at once, so you don't know what's working, what's not. And I found it hard to stick to because it was just so much all at once. So yeah, maybe just doing it one step at a time now will be more helpful. Definitely for me, not having gluten helps. Just it helps with the bloating, helps with the pain. So yeah, hopefully I'll see a difference, but I can't say it's going to change much. Not that I'm being negative, obviously I'm going to try everything and do my best, but I just don't feel like it's IBS pain that's causing all this. But I've got to listen to them at the end of the day. I am also going to be put on Mebevrin, which might help the what he thinks of bowel spasms, which I'm not saying I don't have them, I do have them, but I can tell the difference between endo pain and IBS pain, and I tried to describe that, but he said, right, we're going to do this anyway. So yeah, that was really it for that appointment. It was like 20 minutes long, if that. But when he said a name, I'm not going to say names on here just because I feel a bit awkward about it, but my experience with my pain nurse was absolutely unreal. She's an angel. I absolutely loved her. I wrote a little feedback form for her because it was the first time. Well, I shouldn't be saying too much actually because I don't know if it's like exposing her, but I wrote some feedback for her anyhow, so I'm more than happy to share that but blink out her name. But if you are in the South Wales area, specifically like Cardiff area, and you need a pain nurse, feel free to message me and I'll give you her name and her details because she's amazing. It is a bit more expensive because I did see someone private, but definitely worth it. Sorry, Teddy wants to go down. It was definitely worth it for me because I've got so many more answers than I probably would have had. So one thing she said that I found really interesting was that she doesn't really trust dietitians. She says more so to see a nutritionist. So I am going to be hopefully paying to see a nutritionist in London who specialises in endo. So hopefully I can see her to see what foods flare up, and because there are, like, people say, it's nothing to do with diet, but there are foods that can, I don't know if it makes the estrogen grow or whatever, but it definitely can flare up the pains and the symptoms. So I'm going to try that. A Mirena coil was mentioned to me, and I'm really in two minds about this because I have heard a lot of horror stories. So if you've had a coil and wouldn't mind giving me some info and how you felt with it, whether you've got endo or not, I'd be really, really grateful just to get people's experiences on it, because all I've heard, well, I can't say all I've heard about things, but I haven't heard much about it. I am going to look into more, but I don't know if looking into it more is going to make it worse. I'm a bit like in two minds about it, but it's not something I'm going to rush into at the moment, but it's something I need to think about. She did also say you can get wider TENS machine pads, which are like the obstetric ones that mothers in labour have. So I keep forgetting I actually need to order those for my TENS machine. I'm now taking 2 Sorel a day, but I've got to keep an eye on my migraines because there was a lot of medication she thought I could switch over to help the pain and the spotting I'm having. But because I suffer with migraines, she said it's a really bad idea, and obviously because my weight was some of them as well. But I thought, well, if I lose the weight, can I take the 1 tablet? But even if I did, she said I wouldn't be able to because I suffer with migraines and it's like a risk factor or whatever. So yeah, I've got to go back for pelvic floor physio, which I gotta be honest, when I was having it, the day I had it, I wasn't in as much pain. Then the next day, I'd be in agony, and doing the exercises themselves would be really painful. So I just wouldn't do them at home, which I still haven't done them now, actually, now I think of it. Oops. But it was also, I was seeing someone private and she wanted me to see her like weekly. So at one point I was paying £60 a week, and obviously I'm not able to work that much at the moment. So it's not a great combination. So apparently you can get referred to it with your GP. So I'm going to look into that, but also do the exercises that I was given before and do them at home. And yeah, she gave me absolutely loads of writing leaflets to have a look through. Things to help like in your private life, things for explaining what endo is, like if you're struggling to understand it. There was loads of other stuff to help you. Yes, the main thing for me is going to be now to see a nutritionist. She did say to drink at least 2 litres of water a day. Water a day. Which is something, I gotta be honest, I hardly ever drink anything, never mind water. So I've actually, since I've had my appointment, I've been really good with it. But obviously I have bladder issues, so it's been great. She did say my bladder's gonna hate me, and it's the truth, it's hating me right now. But I'm not having, touch wood, not having as many headaches, which, is to be expected, I suppose. And yeah, it's doing good, so I gotta keep going. She did say it's something that can help with the pain, which I was like, yeah, all right. But whenever she talks to you, she goes through all studies and everything. I'll talk more about the actual appointment in a minute, like what she was like and things for people that might be thinking of seeing her. But yeah, she showed, like, anything she said, she's like, yeah, there's been studies proving that it does help pain. So I'm obviously gonna give it a go. yeah, pelvic floor physio. She did say about losing weight as well, which I am trying, but like she said, because I've got polycystic ovaries as well, it is really difficult. Sorry, it's gone really dark outside. It's going to empty down, I think. As well as not being able to move around as much as I'd like to be able to lose the weight. So it's not ideal, but I'm just watching my eating more, counting my calories, doing like a calorie deficit kind of thing. I take Teddy out like twice a day anyway, but I've increased that to like 3 times now. We try and do a bit of a longer walk in the nights. So I'm trying, is all I can say. And yeah, I'm probably going to be going on naproxen and mebeverine just to see if that helps the pain. She did give me a website recommendation as well, which might be helpful to you guys. And there's a website called Living Well with Pain, so I haven't looked into it yet. She sent me some of the articles, the leaflet, sorry, from the website. That's where she got them from, and they were really helpful, so I'm hoping the website will be just as good. But yeah, about the appointment itself, oh, she's just an angel. Like, from the beginning, she was saying like, right, this is your appointment, I want you to talk to me, not me talk to you, kind of thing. Nothing's off limits, tell me everything. Like, oh, she didn't talk over me once. She let me say my feelings exactly. She didn't put me down. You know, she was like, I know how much like girls like you have to fight to be here. So she's like, I just want to be there for you, kind of thing. I actually nearly cried when she was talking to me like that, and I nearly cried coming off the call because I was like, oh, I genuinely felt like a person, not a number. And she genuinely did show that she cared, because she'd asked me about how certain symptoms, like I talk about my symptoms, and she went, how does that make you feel? And then like I'd say how I feel, and you know, and you never normally get that in appointments. It's normally just like, right, yeah, write that down, you know. So I don't know, I just thought that was really nice. We literally started from when I first started my period all the way up until now, so it was really in depth. I don't think I left any stone unturned. Every single thing was talked about, and nothing was too much to ask her. If I had questions, I could tell her. If my information on something was a bit wrong, or I've been told something a bit wrong, she'd politely tell me like, oh, I know I might be what you've been told, but it's incorrect and this is the right thing. She was just, oh, honestly, so lovely. So if you are in the area and looking for someone like that, because this is the thing, it's all well and good having a consultant. Like, my consultant was brilliant, you know, removing all my endo, but they don't really see you, apart from like now you see me after my 3 months appointment. They don't see you after that and know how you are until you go for your next up or next appointment with them for like an ultrasound or something else, when things are getting worse again. So they don't really know what's going on. And I know they know some stuff about my medication, but like they don't know about the diets, and they can recommend some things. But I feel like pain nurses, especially this pain nurse, because she is trained in endo and she was there for my surgery, so she's like basically a consultant in my eyes. I don't know, but she didn't obviously do the surgery, but she was there to see it all and whatever. Yeah, so I think they're just like really beneficial if you're in a bit of a place. Like now, if I didn't have her after my surgery, I would feel stuck, because I do feel a bit stuck, but I've got a plan in place now with my pain nurse, so I know, right, I'm going to try this, this and this, and if that doesn't work, we're going to try something else. Well, I hope. You know, I know if I need anything, same with my consultant, to be honest, if I need anything, I know I can email them. So it's nice just to have that support system. It's not just one person, I've got the 2, so that's really helpful to have, especially if you are feeling a bit stuck and don't know what to do next, which is how I would feel. I do still feel it to a degree, because I know my body and I know the pains I'm having are not IBS pains, because I know the difference, and I know that wouldn't stop me from walking. It wouldn't cause the pulling pains. There's a lot of things it wouldn't cause, but at the same time, it's not like I can have another surgery, so I've just kind of got to try these things, and that is what it is. And it's a point now of just learning to live with it, which, as sad as it sounds, it is just learning to live with my condition, control the symptoms, and try and live the best life I can in this situation, really. And I think that is about it. There's nothing else. Yes, I might have to have another surgery in a couple years' time. I said months, not months. A couple months' time. Oh, years, Jesus Christ, sorry. A couple years' time, just because it probably will grow and needs to be removed again. But obviously I'm not going to do anything now in like the next coming months, because I've literally just had one done. I've told them I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I get really bad chest pain all up here, and last night my ribs were playing up a bit as well, but it's more so my chest. And she said they did really check all my diaphragm and everything, but she said that, like, I've had x-ray, this pain started when I hit puberty, to be honest. It was around that time. So and it doesn't happen all the time, so she does think it might be linked to, like, my cycles. Obviously I don't have
Sorry,
cycles,
I meant don't have
it
periods.
could be linked to that, so it's hard to tell because it is quite sporadic. But I had loads of x-rays and tests when I was younger, and there was nothing wrong. They just told me it was growing pains, but obviously I'm 23 this month, so it's not growing pains. But so she did say there's a more invasive surgery they can do to check my lungs and check all that, if it becomes too much of an issue. But obviously at the minute, she said, I've just had surgery and stuff, so, but it would be more with a thoracic surgeon. She said it is quite a serious surgery, so I don't know whether that's going to happen, but it's just going to be a wait and see thing, I think, just to see how I go and stuff like that. They normally do it with, I think it's with an endo surgeon and a thoracic surgeon. But nerve wise, I can't remember if we talked much about nerves with her. I did tell her about sciatic pain, but it was sort of as we were going on over stuff, so I think it might have got a little bit jumbled up. But they don't have it. Apparently you've got to go to a nerve specialist in London, is what I've heard. We don't have a nerve specialist, an endo nerve specialist here. So that's something else I'm just gonna have to wait and see how my symptoms play out. A lot of it I feel like it's just waiting and seeing, and just seeing what these changes to my lifestyle make now. So most of these are lifestyle changes, to be honest. I'm not dismissing that at all, that they're not going to work. Like, fingers crossed they do work, like that would be amazing, but I don't think they're going to completely eradicate, not obviously we know they're not going to eradicate the pain, but I don't think they're going to help enough, if that makes sense. But still, I'm here, I'm positive, I'm going to try them. Everything they said I've written down. I've got letters that they've emailed me, so I am going to try it all. But it's just, I don't know, after my first appointment with the pain nurse, I felt good. I felt like I had a plan. Oh, the lights died, sorry. I swear that happens every time. I felt good, I had a plan. And then after the one with my consultant, I just burst into tears, and everyone was like, why are you so upset? I was like, I don't know. I think it's just, I work myself up so much for any appointments now, because I've been dismissed all these years, like, you know, many girls of endo have. And then you think you're getting somewhere, and then you just hear those same words you've heard all these years, and you just think, oh, great. So I did feel a bit like that, but I know for a fact that he's not, like he said to me, when I'm not leaving you in all this pain, he said, I'm going to see you again in 3 months. If there's anything wrong in the meantime, feel free to email him. So it's not like I'm being left. I don't know, I was hoping there'd be a bit more of answers of why I'm in pain. But then, like my pain nurse said, she said surgery doesn't work for everyone. Whereas before my surgery, I was under the impression I'd at least have a little bit of relief. I've never heard of anyone not having any relief. I've heard of it growing back quick, but I don't even feel like I had any relief for a minute. So yeah, I don't know. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. It's still quite new, still quite fresh as to how I'm still feeling about the appointments. I'm still a bit up in the air about it. Like, obviously I'm so grateful for the healthcare I can have through my work and stuff, and you know, sorry, I'm just getting in my feelings now. I'm so grateful for being able to see these people, because obviously I'm, you know, really lucky to have been able to have surgery. Not everyone is, and I am really grateful for that. But I was just hoping I'd have some quality of life back a bit more than what I've had, and obviously that hasn't happened for me. But yeah, I don't know. My plan is still to go back to school in September. I'm hoping to do part-time, because I think full-time is just going to be like the same as before and just going to absolutely kill me off. So yeah, that's the plan. I am still trying to push forward with my life and my dreams a little bit, but it's just going to have to be more at a slower pace, I feel like. Because I think clearly, well, nothing gets fixed overnight. I know that, especially with endo, but I don't know, I thought things might have been a bit better than what they are after my surgery. But so that's where I am at the minute. As you can tell, I'm still very fresh feelings, still not really knowing what's going on, just trying whatever they've said. If anyone has had the coil, please feel free to message me or drop me a comment if you're comfortable doing that. And if you're in the South Wales area and looking for a pain nurse, also message me and I'll give you her details. Honestly, she was so helpful. Yeah, she gives you so many options, so much advice. It's just, I'm not getting paid or anything, like obviously not. Got like 2 followers, I'm joking. But yeah, it's just, if I knew about her, if I didn't know about her, I'd like to know, if that makes sense. I'm just talking rubbish now, so I'm gonna shut up. But that's what I mean, if I can help someone, then that's fab. The whole point of this channel, really. So lovely to see you all. Obviously I can't see you, but you know what I mean. I'm just, oh, do you know what, I'm just gonna go. Thanks for watching. Bye. This is what happens when I film my video too early. I just had my clinic letter back from my consultant, and he said on there that basically I've got to do my diary for a month, not a week, and then do gluten-free for a month, and then if I find that helpful or not helpful, do dairy-free for a month, not a week. I'm sure he said a week the other day, but my brain isn't working, so I'll take the blame for that one. But yeah, I can't really remember what he said. He did also go into a bit more detail of why the results might not have shown endo. So he said it showed fibrosis and some inflammation, but not active endo. But it could be because I'm still quite young that apparently that's why they think they couldn't see it in my first surgery, because I'm still young and it might show differently or not show at all. So that's what he's thinking on that front, but he is positive it is endo. So yeah, there we go. Let's add this on the end now because I've already filmed it, I had it uploaded ready and everything. How annoying. But I just wanted to show that share that at the end, just if someone's in the same position that they didn't have their endo show. Sorry, I'm just making my tea. And yeah, just to show that he didn't say a week, he did say a month, so that might help a bit more with the symptoms and stuff. So hopefully, fingers crossed.